of all, congratulations to Tony Hart. I called her about a half an hour ago and congratulated her on her victory tonight. And it is something that, I've thought a lot about this decision. And I think it's important to be honest with everyone in the room about the weight of this decision. I told Tony that she ran a great campaign, but what I didn't tell her is that we'll see her in November. Number one is don't, a day before the election, sing Marvin Gaye in front of the media. But we've also learned a lesson of how powerful this movement is.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to take a moment to congratulate Henry Fernandez. Yeah. An incredible campaign. I have sat beside Henry in debate after debate after debate after debate after debate. And through this process, Henry and I have learned a lot about each other, and I think developed a level of mutual respect.
Great.
Henry's done great things for this city, and although at times politics makes people feel tense, and people can say things, ultimately Henry has contributed a dramatic amount to this city's improvement on economic development, and in many ways, more importantly, in the conversation that we've had over the past 6, 7, 8 months. So I'd like to ask you to join me in a big round of applause for him.
Yay!
Has made this race interesting, to say the least.
Thank God.
We don't have a cartoonist, and hopefully maybe we can get one on board now. Kermit's been a great principal at Hill House High School and has held us as candidates accountable when we talk about education, because he knows what's going on in the schools. One thing that personally makes me incredibly happy to have run a race with Kermit is the mutual respect and kindness that I have felt between Kermit and me. We haven't said words against each other ever. We're always polite, look each other in the eyes, and embrace an approach to politics that's about respect. So I'd ask you to join me in a round of applause. Do you have enough batteries for your...
I'm good.
I didn't think this was going to be such a long speech, but so the greatest thanks goes not to Kermit and Henry, but to some other folks. In January, when I announced that I was running for mayor, there was a level of incredulity around the city. Nobody believed that we would have come this far. Nobody would have said there would be this number of people in this room on election night. Nobody would have said that we would have captured and won many wards tonight around the city. Nobody would have said that we would have focused only on the positive. Nobody would have said they're going to come up with 75 practical, detailed, policy, wonky solutions
Exactly.
on how to address the problems that this city faces. Nobody believed that we could raise more than 1,000 contributions, 850 some from New Haven residents. Except one group of people, and that is you all here. You believed it. And I thank you for that. I thank you. We, as a city, need to do more with less. And we have as a campaign have done so much more with less. Our treasurers group, headed by Melanie Quigley, has processed so much information and data and kept us on track and out of trouble from day one. We've had so many compliments about our treasurers group's paperwork. Our field team, and particularly our field leaders, have taken on their own ownership over their wards and produced what you see in the results today. Our web and internet designers have made us by far the best IT operation in this election. And, of course, so many people have donated to this campaign. Not only financially, which obviously is incredibly important, and stay tuned for an ask for more money. Because tonight we have a total of $0. Thanks to our commitment to the Democracy Fund. But your time. And I can't, I say more with less. But we actually have so much more than the other campaigns. Going around the city and seeing the number of paid folks, seeing folks from West Hartford that are coming and standing outside of New Haven polls for Tony Harp, seeing the amount of money, $280,000 plus another $30,000 from Ask Me, that was thrown against all of the candidates in this race. And what do we have as our weapon? We have the people in this room and the amount of time that you have given to this campaign, but more so to the city of New Haven to elevate the conversation about politics and to move the city forward with practical solutions is overwhelming. And so please join me in a round of applause for you all. I'd like to thank one person, and that is the person that the night I asked her to marry me was the same night I asked her, hey, what do you think about me running for mayor? which was evidence of my acute political expertise. And she said, great idea. And from that day until today, she has never doubted my commitment to this race. More importantly, she has never wavered in her commitment to our relationship. And I hope that you feel the same about me now. So where are we headed? Where are we headed with this campaign?
City Hall.
City Hall.
We have 56 days left, and I have to admit that I was surprised by the results tonight. I was absolutely expecting to do better, and when Natalie and I were talking before I came here about this race, we talked about what this campaign is about and what we were up against in the Democratic primary. We had, with the exception of Doug Housesladen, congratulations to Doug Housesladen. And by the way, congratulations to Michael Stratton. And I'm so jealous of her, but running an unbelievable campaign against nobody on a festa. Doug Housesladen, and maybe there's someone else that I'm forgetting. There are no political players in this city, in this state, that endorse this campaign.
No.
And now what does that mean? Well,
This is a good campaign.
it's exactly what this campaign is about. This campaign is not about, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. This campaign is not about, I'll give you a job if you help me out. This campaign is not about, I helped you out 3 years ago, now it's time for you to help me out. And that is the foundation of a campaign that is based on integrity, is based on efficient government that doesn't put people in government that aren't right for the job. The foundation of our campaign is not getting endorsements.
Yeah.
Except for Doug Housesladen. So it's no wonder, with 4 candidates in the race, one that did a great job and ate up a lot of my support in neighborhoods around this city, another that did a great job that ate up a lot of my support around the city, it's no wonder that we didn't do as well as I would have hoped. But Toni Harp has a problem. And that problem is, in a race to the finish line, there's nobody left to endorse her. Because the only people we care about in New Haven are New Haven residents.
Yeah.
Math, and then I swear I'll wrap it up. So Tony got 6,833. Kermit got 11,043. And 11,000. Kermit won! Now I have to change my whole speech. 1,143. Fernandez got 2,580 and Elicker got 3,251. Now, if you say that a bunch of those folks go to Toni Harp, right? But clearly a bunch of them are going to go to me, and you know from the many, many conversations you've had on people's doors that that is the case. So say that a handful of those go to Toni Harp and the rest of them come to me. We've estimated, with the some 20,000 people that are not Democrats in the city, the vast majority, about 18,000 are unaffiliated, that about 4,000 of those folks will vote. And who do you think those people are going to vote for? You! Because they are tired of politics as usual. They don't want to be associated with some political party that's going to scratch your back if you scratch theirs. They don't want to be associated with the type of government that puts people in office, not because they deserve that position and because they're going to do the best for New Haven residents, but because they traded a political favor. Those people are ours. Woo! Ideally, we just do simple math and call it a day and say, Tony, call me up and concede. But the reality is, we have 56 days left to win this election. started to coalesce around the one candidate that can beat politics as usual. And you will see in the coming days, thanks to your effort and the positive campaign that you've run, and I'm sure you've had conversations with people around the city about the respect that we have all earned, for not picking fights with people, for not doing things that some of the other candidates' campaigns do. The respect that we've earned, we will start to see people join our team, our effort. And so I ask for you tonight to join me in welcoming anyone else that is ready over the next 56 days to win this election. We have $0. Despite the fact that we no longer get Democracy Fund matching funds, to abide by Democracy Fund rules. And therefore, there are 100 and something people in this room, and I ask you, we can't collect money tonight because of the rules of the SEC. I ask you to pledge, and we do not have enough pledge cards. Pledge to give your financial support to this campaign. When I was considering running, there were a number of people that said, Justin, don't do it, don't participate in public financing. You're not going to be able to raise the kind of money, you're not going to be able to compete. And we've shown that that's not true. But because of that commitment, it makes it a lot more challenging for us to win this race. Right. And so please, please, please consider pledging $25, $50, or $370. I thank you for your support. It sounds cliche, but I literally could not have done this without you. You know that, and I thank you from my heart. And let's, over the next 50 days, kick some butt.